Okay, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. We are checking out Harry Chapin. We've already listened to him, Cats in the Cradle, and we did that on February 26, 2024. So that's, geez, man, 22 months ago was the first time I listened to him, and we haven't done a song that's been requested by many of you, Taxi. So today we're finally gonna do Taxi. Want to give out a quick shout out to John Raspanti, Dave Clark, and to any of you who I have missed, my deep apologies. If you're new here, I've been just discovering how good music was and still is. There are shining lights in modern music, but I know it's common for us to kind of dog on modern music. Some of it is well deserved, by the way. But I want to listen to these things, watch these performances from this era, so that we can have an ideal again. If there's anything that inspires me is that maybe I can help many of you who are now older, in your 60s, 70s. Many of you write me. I don't know how else to say this. I am so grateful for you all and love you all very much. And I hope to take this passion and love that you have for this music, and we can give it to this next generation, because we know what great, truly great, not fake, not made up, truly great musicians were able to do. Many people in today's age are waking up to authenticity being the most important thing. So let's develop those heroes. So thanks to my good friend Brian, we also checked out Jim Croce, and a lot of these singers just were such great storytellers, you know what I mean? And let's just remind me, because I'm sure Ali and I listened to Cats in the Cradle together. I'm sure we read through some of this, but let's go through some of it again. So Grammy Award winning artist, Grammy Hall of Fame inductee, singer-songwriter, philanthropist, and hunger activist, known for his folk rock and pop rock songs. His best known songs include Taxi, which we're checking out today, and Cats in the Cradle. 1987, he was posthumously awarded the Congressional Gold Medal for his humanitarian work. His father, Jim, was a percussionist. He started trumpet lessons in Greenwich. How about that? So he's from New York City. His younger brothers were choir boys, and through them, Chapin, I know I'm calling him, I'm saying it in Spanish, but sorry, it becomes a habit. He met Big John Wallace, a baritone with a 5-octave range. Are we gonna see this guy singing? I hope so. Who later became his bassist, backing vocalist, and straight man on stage. What the heck is that? Interesting. Very interesting. So a straight man. He directed documentaries. Man, he's just an artist, a jack of all trades, which I am of the opinion of that a jack of all trades can give you some of the best art in various ways. Okay, that's enough of that. We'll go through the song and the lyrics here together as well, but let's check it out.
Harry Chapin.
This is a song about meeting my
Beautiful.
past in a rather strange place, a taxi.
What a beautiful intro.
It was raining hard in Frisco. I needed one more fare to make my night. A lady up ahead waved to flag me down. She got in at the light. Oh, where you going to, my lady blue? It's a shame you ruined your gown in the rain. She just looked out the window. She says 16 Parkside Lane.
Beautiful.
Something about her was familiar. I could swear I've seen her face before. But she said, I'm sure you're mistaken.
What incredible sound quality, by the way.
Didn't say anything more. It took a while, but she looked in the mirror. Then she glanced at the license for my name. A smile seemed to come to her slowly. It was a sad smile, just the same. And she said, how are you, Harry? I said, how are you, Sue? Through the too many miles and the too little smiles, I still remember you.
What incredible of a performance. Like, incredible.
It was somewhere in a fairy tale. I used to take her home in my car. We learned about love in the back of a Dodge. The lesson
Did you hear
hadn't
that
gone
backup?
too far. You see, she was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. She took off to find the footlights. I took off to find the sky. To drive a princess blind. There's a wild man wizard, he's hiding in me, illuminating my mind. Oh, I've got something inside me, but it's not what my life's about. 'Cause I've been letting my outside tide me over till my time.
Jeez, he's got a beautiful voice. The backup singer. That's the guy. Big John Wallace. This is so... Yo, I'm getting teary. He just stole the show for me. Angelic.
There was not much more for us to talk about. Whatever we had once was gone. So I turned my cab into the driveway, past the gate and the fine trim lawn. And she said, we must get together, but I knew it'd never be arranged. Then she handed me $20 for a $2.50 fare. She said, Harry, keep the change. Well, another man might have been angry, and another man might have been hurt, but another man never would have let it go. I stashed the bill in my shirt, and she walked away in silence. It's strange how you never know. But we'd both gotten what we'd asked for such a long, long time ago. You see, she was gonna be an actress, and I was gonna learn to fly. She took off to find the footlights. I took off for the sky. And here she's acting happy inside her handsome home. And me, I'm flying in my taxi, taking tips and getting stoned. I go flying so high when I'm stoned.
I cannot believe that was a live performance, bro. How many times have we said this with the things you guys have sent me? Oh, man. Dude, Harry Chapin is the truth, dude. And one more time, his backup sing. Well, holy smokes, dude. Everything about that performance was flawless. Love the use of those harmonics, that beautiful and like that beautiful riff. The way the dudes sounded like just angels. The storytelling, I need to go through the lyrics. I got lost in the story a little bit because I kept listening to the musicians, just perfect with that cello, a bass and a cello, beautiful. Having the cello take the baritone, you got the bass. You have one guitar doing those harmonics, so kind of, the higher notes. And then Harry Chapin, I know it's Harry Chapin, okay? Just taking the riff and his voice having that very common voice that we've talked about here for this folk music. Nothing particularly special about their voice, but somehow that makes it more endearing and relatable. And because of that, it's more of a story. It's better for storytelling songs. I also think just because Christmas is coming, there's a verse, I had to pull it up, I don't have it memorized, in Isaiah 53:2, describing the Messiah, right? He had no stately form or majesty to attract us, no beauty that we should desire him. It's not like this Messiah was then the most beautiful thing we ever saw. He was relatable. I think of these incredible folk singers having that sort of voice, but they're such poets and such master storytellers that that's what you want it to be. Sometimes it's helpful for me to read just a little bit of the backstory and then go through the story itself. In 1960, Tom and Harry Chapin attended a fish kill summer camp where Harry met Claire McIntyre. They dated for 2 years before breaking up. According to Tom, Claire was an early formative love for Harry. Years later, Harry took a job as a cab driver in New York City. According to Tom, he spent the weekend before his first day on the job wondering what would happen if Claire, who always took cabs instead of the subway, were to get in his taxi. Those thoughts later turned into the song Taxi. Sandy, Harry's wife, said, "I think he was feeling pretty low about driving a cab," and wrote the song Taxi with the idea that the people he had told his dreams that he was going to make a great film were going to get into the cab, and so he ended up being a cab driver after all the big talk, and one of whom would be the girlfriend. See this part of the story I was completely missing, so now let's read it. Because, geez, again, all these guys, him and Croce, like, I just keep saying him and Croce, but, also there's many more, but all of us have that feeling, Maybe sometimes why we shy away from dreams, it's if we fail, the potential shame of not having attained them, but come on, we can't live that way. Nonetheless, it's a very relatable thing we all feel. It was raining, I made one more fare, picked them up. So he picked up this girl. "Where are you going, my lady blue? It's a shame you ruined your gown in the rain." She just looked at the window. She said, 16 Parkside Lane. I just love story poems. Something about her was familiar. I could swear I seen her face before, and she said, "I'm sure you're mistaken." And she didn't say anything more. It took a while, but she looked in the mirror. Then she glanced at the license for my name. A smile seemed to come to her slowly. It was a sad smile just the same. She said, "How are you, Harry?" I said, "How are you, Sue? There are too many miles and too little smiles. I still remember you." Gosh, geez, I miss this so much, but rereading, wow, I need to do another listen. So I was wondering if it was actual being a pilot, but then I wondered, I was going to learn to fly. That just meant a bigger dream. And I kind of interpreted that while he was singing, that this was the metaphorical big dream that you had, and using learn to fly as the thing that describes that. "Oh, I've got something inside me to drive a princess blind. There's a wild man wizard. He's hiding in me, illuminating my mind. I've got something inside me, not what my life's about, because I've been letting my outside tide me over till my time runs out. Baby's so high that she's skying. Yes, she's flying, afraid to fall. So she's doing well." This post-chorus right here is so interesting. There's a wild man wizard. He's hiding in me, illuminating my mind. I don't know what to make of that. Please comment. I might have to need you guys here. Comment down below. Let's get together, keep the change. Because it's someone he knew, he's kind of making the point, maybe I should let her ride for free, but he needs the money because this is where he's at. And just a super sad, I heard this and I got sad, and I think it is meant to be sad. She went inside, acting happy inside her handsome home. And me, I'm flying, but just in my taxi. That's how I interpret that. Taking steps and getting stoned. I go flying so high when I'm stoned. He's kind of retreated that this is it. And so when he wrote this, he probably felt like there's no way I'm going to do more than this. But these are the sorts of stories I love. Look how wrong he was. And the way he told a story, look how many people are now listening to it 50 years later. He debuted the song on Johnny Carson. It was the very first time in the show's history that the host, Johnny Carson, brought a performer back the very next night for an encore performance. Man, I kind of wish we saw that, but what a cool story. Taxi helped to establish Chapin's musical style and emerged as his early signature song. Record World called it spellbinding. That's such a good way to put it. Apparently the song is 6 minutes and 40 seconds. They just flew by. A very short 640. Dude, Record World just taking the words out of my brain here. Billboard called it a strong piece of folk ballad material while lengthy, should garner hefty top 40 and FM plays with sales and chart action to follow, which it seems like it did because he just blew it out of the water with all that. He's a bard, right? Bards, that's what they did. They played and sung stories, and stories that did what? Inspire us. You know, in a lot of video games that I play, particularly things like Final Fantasy, let me tell you about this game. So it's an MMO, it's called Final Fantasy 14, and there's a class in it that they've screwed up because what was it? It was this bow using character, but again, would sing songs that would weaken the enemy and more than anything, strengthen your allies. And you find this in a lot of things. Bards inspire through song. Same in, Dungeons and Dragons world. The bard with their songs becomes a leader. These stories mixed with beautiful melodies might be the thing that changes this guy more than anything for any of us. Beautiful songs with stories that inspire. This is a sad song. It is beautiful, but sad. Hauntingly beautiful is the word my wife taught me. But what did it do for me as I listened to it and reread the lyrics? I wanted to tell him, dude, don't give up. It's a story that tells you like, it's actually not over. So when I feel that way, this isn't the end. At least that's what it did for me. Would love to hear your guys' thoughts, but all these guys, Chapin, Croce, Dylan, bards that with their music, they lead us and inspire us to do more. That's my takeaway there. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me. I am so grateful. And to all of you who suggested this song, thank you from the bottom of my heart. To all of you who donate to the channel. If you want to find how to do that, by the way, in the description down below. Check out our other family vlog channel, Life of Duran. There should be a video and a subscribe for you right here, right now. Treat yourself with some positivity and support the fam. But guys, thank you so much. Till the next one.